It's Tuesday, November 30th. I'm Mike Rogers, and this is the Hot List, your daily report of the exclusive variant comics from around the internet. Please remember that I do put all the links below, so if you see something you like, you can just go below and click on it. But do come back, because always put something in the show that you won't find anywhere else. And if you would consider becoming a channel member today, it helps me bring the show to you every day. Also promote us over on Patreon, where you actually get stuff for your support. Starting today over at East Side Comics. They've got a Gun Honey #4 that's already sold out. It's a Will Jack Virgin variant. If you follow me on Instagram, I put it up early this morning. It was the only thing I could do before I knew it was going to sell out. $25 on this one. Gun Honey is from Titan Comics. This series has already been optioned. We're going to be keeping an eye out for this. I'll show you a little bit where to get some other Gun Honeys that are really nice. And yeah, Gun Honey they have some variants that are coming out that are selling immediately. There was the Lady with the Gun in the Bathtub, which is one of my favorites. That's already like a $200 book now. Over at Gravity Comics, we're at #2. They've got the Department of Truth #15. This is the Mercado movie poster Silence of the Lambs. We'd found this the day before, but it was sold out. They got it over at Gravity for $45. Check that out over there. I think that's going to do the Silence of the Lambs do well. Be careful of the Department of Truth 15. Be careful of your Department of Truth in general, just because there are so many variants out there. #3, we're at Ultimate Comics, where there has been a lot of discussion about 1 and 1,000 comics lately. 1 and 1,000 comics are exactly what that says. Every 1,000 of the printing comes out, one of these comes out. And it's not for every printing. It's usually for a special book at #1. But over at Ultimate Comics, they actually have a large selection of 1 and 100s and a large selection of 1 and 500s. So if you've heard all this conversation and you want to get in on this, these are not inexpensive books, but at least you can get an idea for what these books sell for. They're usually 1 in 1,000 and 1 in 500s. You're usually, unless you're buying them for a lot of money, they're usually retailer incentives. But at least you get to check them out. Over at number four, we're over at Slabbed Heroes. Slabbed Heroes, you can get all your new books in a 9.8. So you can either pick the book that you want, go out, buy the book in the raw form, go out and get the subscription to CGC, then send your raw book to CGC to hopefully come back for a 9.8, or you can pre-order your books in a 9.8. Now, so like right now they have Ironheart #1, a 9.8. It's not the first appearance of Ironheart, but it's Ironheart #1. In a 9.8, $99.99. Okay? If you wanted to get a new book, like a new book that just came out, $44.99 for a 9.8. So you don't have to worry if your book's going to come back at 9.8. They take care of that for you. You're paying about the same amount as you would for submitting a book, minus that shipping back and forth. So just, something to think about. I always keep them in the back of my mind. With the holiday season's coming up, it could be a good opportunity for you to grab a slab for someone. #5, we're at Stadium Comics, where I got to run this by you. Archie Comics. Okay, so at Stadium Comics, they've always had an Archie selection. I'm like, oh, Archie Comics, interesting. Recently, they started doing these pinup covers, and I was like, dang, Archie, you're getting me interested. I don't know what's going on with you guys, but those pinup covers are pretty cool. They were like pop art pinup covers. They were very cool. And then, last week, this book comes out. This is the most limited comic book Archie Comics has ever done. They only issued 100 of these. I want to say there was 100 of these. There were 3. There's a metal and a variant edition on this. And what this is Archie as Elf. It's the movie poster swipe of Elf. They only made 100 of these. They sold out immediately. They were $19.99. They don't exist anymore. You can't find them online. You can't find them anywhere. If I wasn't telling you about these right now, you would never know they existed. There's a variant on this book. So you got this book that just it's Elf, it's Archie. We're taking 2 iconic things and smashing them together. And then there's this limited cover. There's a metal cover. I don't really care about metal covers. And then there's this blue cover. So you got the green suit and then you get the blue suit. And the blue suit is freaking gorgeous. And I think there's only like 25 or 50 of those. So this is pretty much the only time you're ever going to see this book. It's a ghost. There were only 100 of them, and they disappeared like that because there are actual Archie fans who are buying these books out there. Um, yeah, read a couple of different articles on this one. This was the Archie Pop Art variant. Oh no, this was the Archie's Holiday Magic Elf movie poster homage, the most limited Archie comic ever. At number 6, we're at Little Shop of Comics, where they have the Amazing Spider-Man number 79. This is the Davila variant. Craven the Hunter on this one. Now, this one sold out everywhere. They've got it at $35, which is a little bit expensive. I saw some places that had it like for $23, but they all sold out. Apparently a very hot book. If you're interested, they do have it over at Little Shop of Comics. Number 7, we're at Forbidden Planet, where they have the Department of Truth. This is a trade paperback, and has a signed mini print that comes with it. So the book is $8.99 in pound, or $8.90 whatever in pound, which is going to be less than $20. But what the trade paperback is that the cover on the trade paperback is, from what I understand, the artist's print of the first Department of Truth. So Department of Truth, they come out with Department of Truth number 1. And there are artist print, basically things that are sent to the artist for them to be like, okay, this is what we want to do. Those are the artist prints. They're the agreed upon how this book is going to look. And then they go to the printing. I think that's how it works. I might be a little wrong on that. But what this cover is the actual artist print of the first cover of the Department of Truth. It was like the design of it. Awesome cover on this thing. I absolutely love it. And then you get the signed mini print, all for under $20. Can't beat that. Forbidden Planet also has King of Spies number 1. Now, King of Spies number 1 has already been optioned, and it's already in production with Netflix, and it makes sense. The story is what if the world's most notorious spy finds out that he only has 6 months to live, and he knows where all the skeletons are buried. Does he pull down, and basically over the next 6 months he pulls down the system that he created. Now, sounds very interesting. It's options, so that's a green light. You just want to go ahead and grab that one, especially they have the D cover at 330 pounds, the C cover at 330 a pound, the E cover is the blank at 330 a pound, and then the B cover is the big one. That is that's the one that everybody's looking for, is the B cover. But take a look at all those covers, because there's some really nice ones in there. All for $3, £3.30, which is going to be less than $8. And then get those shipped. They're pretty much sold out everywhere. But the only thing I'm a little concerned about it is from a perspective of just buying this book to speculate. I don't think you have to worry about this. But it is written by Mark Millar, and Mark Millar does have some credits in there that say that he could be bringing this thing. It could have a very hard political lean to it, and I think people are sick of that by now. So I don't think that's going to affect the spec, but just realize if you're going to read the book, it's going to have a political lean on it, a hard one. Number 9, we're at Jetpack Comics, where they have the Gun Honey number 1. This is the Ivan Tao Virgin variant. So the Gun Honey variants, they've got a couple of tiers, okay? They got the lady in the bathtub that I'm showing you now. That's like a $230 book. It sold originally for like, a normal book, like $30, but went to $230 almost immediately. Then they came out with the cover that we looked at earlier, the Will Jack. That one just came out, boom, gone. There's one that people are missing, and it's the Ivan Tao. And you can get it over at Jetpack Comics, and you got the best deal over at Jetpack Comics. $9.99 on the Virgin variant, $29.99 on the foil, $34.99 for the set. Now, they've done a second print of number 1. They've done a second print of this cover. So there's a second print that exists out there of this cover, which I think is a trade. But basically, you're getting the Virgin variant. It's a second level. It's not your $230 one, but Again, Gun Hunting is an option series. Check that one out over there. Um, and pick up those books that you can still afford because they do. That Will Jack, the one that came out today, I'll keep looking for it. The one place that does represent Will Jack is Trinity Comics, so keep an eye on Trinity Comics. It might appear over there. Um, but we'll keep an eye on that. That was number 9. I wrote down number 10, but I didn't write anything there. Um, I probably would, yes. So what we're going to do for number 10 is on the Archie subject. So it's a reach. It's something that's happening, or it's something very, very niche and specific. But Archie is one of the most classic comic book characters out there. If you are interested in looking at some of the Archie covers that are out there, they have the best selection is at Stadium Comics. Those are the most. Stadium Comics seems to have. They have all the pinups. They seem to have the books that are the most limited. Sanctum Sanctorium has all of these very big artists doing covers for him now. Like the Sabrina the Witch series has Ivan Tao covers to it now. It's starting to look like Something's Killing the Children. They're starting to make that series look very, very interesting. So number 10 is keep an eye out on Archie. Here's some selection of some books. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on with these books. But when you make a book limited to 100 and you take the elf cover that everybody loves, especially at the holidays, and you take Archie and you mash them together, you're going to get a winner. That's all I have for you today. Very cool thing did happen finally. this this has been months in the making. Months ago, I on my Patreon I signed up to have merchandise so that you guys could get merch. And so there's a shirt, there's a shirt, there's a coffee mug, and there's stickers. Now I got the sticker. I got a sticker. Hey, woohoo! We're official. Still haven't got my shirt or my mug. So we'll see when those come in. But this is the sticker that you'll be getting, Comic Book Steals and Deals. Comics and Chill. This was the original logo that we did for Comic Book Steals and Deals when I first started. And I like it. I like it. I think it's good for merch. The other one's a little bit more generic and kind of just tells everybody on YouTube that we're a comic book channel. But this one just says a little bit more about our character. So yes, this is the sticker that's available. I think at the $5 level. There's also a mug with this logo on it and a T-shirt, which I can't wait to get, coming soon as well. So as soon as I get those things and I can show you, I will. Again, if you sign up on Patreon at specific levels, I think it's like I don't even know what it is. I'm not even gonna guess. At specific levels on the Patreon that you join, and you're there for a specific amount of time, you get the merch for free. So always want people to get something for their support, but you can always support us at Patreon, subscribe to the channel, or become a channel member. All of those do help us to bring this report to you every day. I think we're going to be going live tonight, so check me out around 9:30. You know, I'll talk to you later.